Okay, so DMC x PGR is still hyping me the hell up, but as I was scrolling trying to find people to react to it, by the way, what a disappointing sight that has been, I thumbed through comment sections on the DMC showcases and someone brought up a good point. DMC could be another problem collab. Now, for those of you unaware and weren't here back in the day, PGR did a collab with Nier Automata. It was their first one and it was awesome. You got 2B and 9S for free, and A2 could obviously be gotten relatively easily if you saved. Not only that, but upon reaching certain thresholds, you could actually get extra shards if you pulled extra copies of them, accelerating their ability to get to higher rankings. However, there was a problem. The Nier team was the metaphysical team for basically that year, with A2 doing stanky damage and highly recommended for people to invest in because of this being a collab project and not knowing if or when they would come back. The little caveat though was that A2 needed to be highly invested in, with at least SSS and her weapon for the higher physical damage shredding. It sounds bad on paper, but like I said, you could get extra shards which cut down the cost of you ranking her up. While they were on par with the Alpha Crimson Abyss Center team, A2 specifically at that time really was a one-woman army at high investments, and she was highly sought after. Hell, I would know, I literally broke free-to-play to get her at the minimum meta viable state. And I also lost 3 fucking 80-20 weapons, which pissed me off. I didn't get her spear until the Nier event reran much later. But you see how people would see that as a problem? High investment on a collab character who may or may not come back, with the team being inaccessible after they were gone, and lasting for about a year until new teams dethroned them, which no one knew exactly when really. Not only that, but getting them in general was expensive because you had 3 S-rank characters who individually you needed to pull for to get them for extra rankings. While this was meant mostly for the hardcore Nier Automata lovers who really wanted to show their love, it was something that could turn people off of it, and that's still with me considering the shard thing that I mentioned. I will say though that if you were going for A2 meta viability or just replacing the alpha physical team, you really only needed to invest in A2, as she would be the main damage dealer and could tank literally everything. 2B and 9S would just be regulated to QTE bots. With all that in mind, it brings into question whether or not Dante and Vergil will be in a similar vein, with Dante being a limited meta fire DPS and ignite unit, and Vergil being the limited meta physical DPS and Ultima slash unit. I think there's 2 main thoughts on this that I've seen from their camps. The first main thought is that it shouldn't be this way because it's predatory, which I don't disagree with, and that it should at the very least be paralleling current meta options. That way, it's not preying on FOMO, which everyone hates, and it's not making the literal, 2-month-old unit in Selena Pianissimo obsolete. She is the newest metaphysical DPS unit, and so having her already be replaced by Vergil could really piss off some people who spent heavy on her. The second thought is that they should be stupidly powerful. Not only are they collab characters, but they're fucking DMC characters. You know, the sons... Wow, I bit my tongue. You know, sons... Oh my fucking shit. The Sons of Sparta, the most powerful demon with Dante and Vergil arguably surpassing Sparta depending on who you talk to. They're the OGs of the action hack and slash kind of game genre, which many characters we see now can be traced back to. These are special characters, so they should be treated as such. If you ask me, well, I don't really care either way. I just want people to have the chance to get them and enjoy PGR. At this stage in the game, for me, I've stopped really chasing for meta reasons and have been going for just smooth gameplay and functionality. As long as I can do my best and beat my own scores and improve myself, then I'm happy. I think that's the best way to play PGR in my opinion, and also this scope is limited to meta chasing as your aspirations for playing. If you don't or didn't care about it because you don't care about the competitive scoring, then it doesn't matter to you. I can see both ideas on this, but I have yet to see anyone else really talk about it, so that's where you guys come in. Could Dante and Vergil be a potential issue? Do you hope that they're broken as hell, and where's the line for where this does become a problem? In any case though, I appreciate you, thank you for letting me take your time, sub, and be safe out there.